Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I know this is a quick and dirty, right into the match sort of cast, but that's what you get when things happen like this. Give me 1 second to get our scoreboard in order, and we should be hopping into this game very quickly. I know it's like I'm not even... Like, hi, my name's NightFiree. We're casting a game. It's boss fight versus Silent Purge. Should be should be exciting. We're on, starting off on Tanker. Give me 1 minute. And it's gonna be fantastic if you can just hold tight. I'm gonna make sure that I have everything in order. Alright, good to go. Get those logos cooking. They are snazzy. Pause up the music. Get everybody prepped and ready to rock for this first round of this match. Again, welcome. My name is NightFiree. I don't think I have a co-caster. Just minimize that. Okay, we should be hopping into this round shortly. Thank you for tuning in. If you are just stopping in, things are hot and ready to rock. I'm gonna try and open up dashboard over here, and we should be in this match shortly. I have the good to go from both teams. We are on Cargo. It is boss fight on Marsoc, Silent Purge. On Bulk, and I think we're running steady. Excellent. Kind of go over this roster real quick. Over on boss fight side, we have Mr. Death, Scooby-Doo, Weather Balloon, Scorpio, and Legal. And on Silent Purge, we have Buxton, RPT, Strajic, UC Death, and Kev. They have normalized their logos. It's much easier for me to read now.
Guys, remember, no grenades within the first 15, so...
And we are into this round right away here. Strajic reminding his squad, no grenades in the first 15 seconds. That is a rule in the league, so there's no early frags or flashes. You can't throw smokes right away. We should see some action pretty early here in this center area as these teams barrel down here. Strajic pushing aggressively. Might spot one. Sees Legal there. This whole team tucked in over here. Strajic peeking out. Catches Legal. He's going to be pushing up towards Scooby-Doo, and he is playing so aggressively here in this defensive position. Scooby has to hear him. He does. He spots him picking out with the pistol. I think Scooby... Oh, no, a frag catching Scorpio in the back. I think what Scooby did is he traded his rifle with Weather Balloon. And so now Weather has a rifle and a shield over here, and he's going to be running into Kev. He's come all the way down this tunnel, and Kev has to hear this. There's shots going back on that backside. Another member goes down on Volk. Silent Purge just right here with Kev. Kev being disciplined, peeks around and gets the shield bearer. Scorpio picks it up so fast. He is so quick to get that. Just like that, another frag over towards Scooby. SPT with some fantastic nades work, catching one, and now it's all up to Scorpio on the boss fight side here. He has a shield and he has a rifle. It's going to be tough for Buxton and RPT to really penetrate that, but drops the rifle, goes for two-handed, gets Buxton. Nice moves there. He goes back to pick the rifle up. Wow, that is some really high-level play from Scorpio right there. So fast. Let me get the gamma. We're gonna have to crank up the gamma here. I have filters for this. There we go. You should be able to see in the dark a little bit better there. We'll just do this for tankers. Scorpio's tucked in here with this shield, and it's all up to RPT. He has quickly turned this into a 1v1. And there is a man, Resable, who should be radioing in information to Scorpio. I don't really hear anything coming out from Scooby, though, which is surprising. And now Scorpio spotted him. He's going to sprint with the shield, keeps it up, drops it, goes for the dual hand, and wins the first Marsoc round for boss fight. Very nicely done. Wow, I'm very surprised with that shield play from Scorpio. That was really nice work. That was really nice shield play. That's pretty cool. That's some stuff you don't really see in lobbies. That's high level. That's honestly high level shield play stuff right there. Just to have a little barrier, it saved his life because he spotted him. Then he went to go flank, and he utilized that opportunity to kind of push up behind him, and then he just dropped it and went. I mean, yeah, that's some good moves. That's some good competitive moves from Boss right there, grabbing them a nice Marstock win. We'll see what Silent Purge can do here, coming in on that same objective. This objective is sort of tough to defend because the nades that come out here, it's also close range depending on what the angles you're holding. You can't afford to not be inside this courtyard. This can't be you have to be on top of objective here because there's so many angles to cap on. Cap inside, cap around corners. Yeah, you know, so you have to have vision or be fragging the inside of this courtyard if you don't have control of it. So see what they do, utilizing their time between rounds to kind of hash out a plan. Silent Purge can come up with. Thank you for tuning in if you are just stopping through. I am your caster solo, NightFiree. I have just decided to pick up this match. You may have times of silence, that's just because it's just me. Other than that, you are tuned into Season 5, Week 2, I believe, still, of the Onward Master League. We've had a host of games cast already. It feels like honestly, the amount of games we've cast, it feels like we're in Week 8 already. But it's really fun. I'm so happy that we have everything so organized that it's so easy to get casting. It's fantastic. It's been really fun, and I think more teams are starting to really like having their games cast. Obviously adds a strategic advantage where you can go back and look at footage, analyze some of that stuff. Here we go, round 2. Stop bumping the mic. We'll see what they do defensively here if they're going to try and cross. It's pretty risky to cross this lane. This alleyway can be seen by the Marsoc, and it looks like he's not going to be camping it, and they do manage to cross pretty freely. Scorpio pushing up very hard. Look at this Silent Purge team. They are in a nice formation. They have their angles covered. Oh, just like that, he gets picked from a super tight angle from Strajic. He was looking for that aggressive push from Boss Fight, and this nice defensive setup from Marsoc has managed to get them an early pick. More shots out. Back over towards Feather on that backside. You see Death holding this tight angle. You can basically, again, you can see down these whole lanes. They're so hard to defend, but it looks like Boss Fight has nicely managed to get themselves positioned onto this side here. They have command, but I think Silent Purge is going to opt to come from here. Maybe use the tunnel. That's the right choice. Frag coming out towards Buxton, not landing. A lot of suppressive fire. And no trades yet. I like the conservative plays coming out of these guys. Kev and RPT playing very safe. Nice, Buxton. Catching one, but Weatherwood Balloon will be resable. I think that was actually a nade that caught him on that backside. He gets picked up. More suppressive fire towards Mr. Death. It doesn't land, and now Weather knows there's one over here. Buxton and RPT holding these angles. Kev pushing up. Boss Fight's they're moving around a lot. They're exposing themselves to a lot of angles, whereas Silent Purge are just trying to hold, maybe look for that sort of peak mistake. On the backside, Strajic catches an aggressor, and that's 2. Strajic has got 2 over here. More shots coming out, grabbing a third inside. Now it's a 5v2 advantage to Silent Purge. They gotta start mobilizing on this objective. Kev here, pushing out through the door. No, not quite yet. Legal catches him as he peeks out. That's information for Strajic to work off, but he might be caught out here by Scooby-Doo tucked in this corner. Frag coming out for Legal. That might be pretty successful. not close enough. Legal's still up in the corner. Let Scooby catching one on the backside. He turns into a 3v3. They knew Legal's in here. The shot's coming out from him on UC Death, and Buxton not landing. Wow, grabs one. He's going to rotate around here towards UC. Man, this is quickly turning into a 2v2, and now Scooby over here. The smokes are coming out. Legal's pushing towards UC Death. Can't believe he doesn't see him. There's the trade in the darkness there. Scooby now rotating around. Buxton finding the kill, gets the win. Silent Purge need to tie it up. Let me introduce to you my handy dandy scoreboard fix. You're all going to love it. It's fantastic. It's high end. There it is. We're all tied up 1-1. I'm going to be rolling through the Discord here, getting the link out to the fam, to the squad, letting everyone know the game is being cast live as we speak. All right. The info has been sent to League General. The public shall be known. Going to be a host of games here coming up this weekend. I will be playing in one tonight. I believe that is being cast by Silent Night and Sleepy. Then we have a few games tomorrow. Me and Buxton will be casting. That should be exciting. Global Chem and... gosh, who are they going up against? I cannot remember. We'll be casting that match, and I think I'm casting the Vikings match. I can't remember who they're going up against. I just remember some things, okay? I'm not an encyclopedia, people. You gotta give me some slack. And here we go into our third round of the day. Map number 1. You're on Cargo.
Have an early smoke for aggressive push.
I somehow toggled player visibility off there. That was interesting. I didn't even know you could do that. And they're going to rush down this tunnel here. Yeah, Weather and Scorpio managed to get inside, and they're going to be crashing down really hard with that shield on towards Kev, who is holding that back end. Meanwhile, one gets tagged real quickly on this end from boss fight by Mr. Death. And this is the side you need to command if you're going to come in on this objective. If you can smoke it out, you're going to be in trouble. Buxton is in a nice spot, but as soon as that back end comes in and crashes in, it could be bad news. They have 5 up. Their last man kind of covering their middle ground there. Scooby-Doo prone. Watching for anyone peeking out, looking for flanks on these guys. Yep. Out of the tunnel, one gets picked on the backside. That's very bad for Silent Purge. This should be a cap opportunity coming out from these guys. Legal can't quite spot Buxton, and Buxton is looking around that back end, but gets picked again by the shield bearer. And now it's all up to RPT on objective. As long as they suppress him, they can push on objective. I wonder if they're going to go for the cap. He's in really a tight spot. They're going to go for the kill with 5 alive. That was an easy 2-pointer there. Not sure about the call there to go for the kill, but boss fight, another really dominant Marsoc round coming out 2-1 there. It's very interesting how the lighting on this has changed. It's got to be something with my monitor setup, because yesterday on cargo it was very visible, but today the darkness has set in. Hardly even see in these dark shadow areas. Noxious. We're gonna have the same objective. I think this has been... No. I don't know where the objective was last round, but I feel like this objective has been here twice in for two rounds on Volk in a row. Got that map planning time here where they kind of run through their map choices, make sure everybody's ready to go. Get your plan down so you can all be coordinated and effective. Definitely adds time to the rounds, but you want to utilize it if you can when you're playing competitively. Especially in a close game like this. Momentum isn't really, it's been kind of traded back and forth, so you're just looking for a good solid plan. You're willing to take time. Now, if you're rolling, for example, as a squad, you want to be going. You want to keep that momentum rolling, in my opinion. But that varies from time to time. Here we go into our fourth round. Score is 2-1 boss fight. Silent Purge are looking good. They did kind of get rolled over that last round, but they have been having some good, nice planned Marsoc approaches. Let's see what they do here. Looks like they're going to send 3 strong to kind of answer this Volk. Let's see what the defensive... Yeah, the smoke. Free fire coming out, not landing on anybody, but it is going to stop any other potential crossing. Scooby tries to go and gets punished for doing so. He's confirmed to dead. Mr. Death looking for a pick. He grabs one on that back end. He is resable, though.
We lost a teammate.
And that's a really nice start for Silent Purge. You deny the cross of almost everybody that they wanted to send there. Legal being the only one. And if you can kill Legal, it opens up your opportunities a lot. Frag coming out, not landing. Oof, and another down by Mr. Death. He's got a really great angle here. Trying to peek out here. The res coming out on the backside turns it into a 4v4. Strajek in his defensive position he was in last round, making sure there's no aggressors, and some real risky shots from Suck Death trying to come out on that corner. He gets punished for trying to peek that angle. Suck Death. UC Death. I need to get that out of the... We're going to have a little weapon trade here. Now he decides, he opts for the LMG. I don't know. Silent Purge might be in a bit of a stalemate stall here on their approach. Mr. Death on one side. Really holding down boss fight. More shots coming out towards Ev, rotating around here over to this east end, and Strajek trying to peek out, gets punished. Actually does get a trade, so it turns into a 2v3. Definitely opens up that side to RPT now. They don't have anybody watching that lane. RPT can push pretty easily up here now. See what he opts to do. He's actually going to rotate around from there. I mean, he doesn't know that there are 2 down here. So he's assuming that this side is still fully defended. He's just watched 2 of his teammates die from the angles that these guys have been holding. So I guess he won't opt to take that lane, and instead going to be running into Scorpio and whoever else is watching this side. But it's a good way to you want to roll with your team. So let's see what Kevin RPT can put together. Kevin RPT cautiously pushing up. I think RPT is relatively safe peeking those angles inside that building. I believe Legal or Scorpio or Weather have any sort of angle. This is all going to be coming down to the push. With 2:30 left, they're going to have to start doing it soon. RPT looking at Kev there. Could have been a bad mix-up. Where that smoke went off to. Ooh, that's information for Scorpio, though. He sees those getting tossed up. Both landing in the same spot, not very effective. Scorpio should be watching this corner. Actually, he's peeking it. Yeah, this is the angle he wants to hold. Kev cautiously peeking, but not cautious enough. Cost him his life. That is information for RPT to act off of, though, but he needs to opt to push out of this building. I think he's too scared now after losing his last teammate. Another nade coming out from him. Doesn't land on Scorpio. He starts to push around the corner here. Doesn't utilize that Seeker's advantage. Scorpio punishes him. Boss fight now 3-1 on Silent Purge, looking very good. Silent Purge are going into the Volk advantage, but Boss Fight have been really strong on the Marsoc push here. This is a strong defensive position for Silent Purge, though they have performed well here before in the past in League. Well, actually, this is where Solo 1v5'd on this objective, so we'll see what Boss Fight can do. Silent Purge do have Volk here coming up. But right now it is in Boss Fight's favor. Map number 1, 3-1. Boss Fight. If you want to help promote the Master League, go ahead and get out there on Twitter. Tweet out you're watching the VR Master League. We have a Onward_VR Master League Twitch or Twitter. We also have Twitch. This is it. Get the news out. Spread the word. I'm about to do it myself. Link. A little tweet blast out there. Tag Onward Master League in it. At Corvia. Bam! Excelente. Here we go into our 5th round of the day. I think Silent Purge definitely can put up a strong defensive here. This is one of the easier areas to hold. Depending how fast boss fight push it, it could throw them off, but we'll see what happens. As we get into it, Buxton taking up his position there. You see death. And yeah, here comes a shield duo. Weather Balloon with a rifle and shield. Scorpio close behind. And he's been devastating with that laser sight and rifle. It's really effective. He's just utilizing that shield for cover. They have this tunnel free, and they're looking right at objective. It's so tantalizing to see this. If he properly peeks the corner, you see Death not looking down there, but no one's going to get punished for it. Did he throw a smoke without pulling the pin? I think he did. Suppressive fire coming on the other side from Legal, but he didn't pull the pin on his smoke and just tossed it out there, completely wasting it. The push coming on this side, turning into a quick trade. Now a 4v4, and they've kind of lost their hold on this end of the map. Legal and Scooby going to be pushing up. The shield bearers coming up on Buxton. I think UC Death holding a very close angle. Buxton tossing some nades out, and he's going to rotate out of there. He doesn't feel safe. Yeah, UC Death's going to wait for them to be crossing out. He knows they're there. He's going to wait for them to cross over towards the objective before hitting, and they've actually brought Kev over for support. Scorpio comes out, doesn't get hit by UC Death. Weather Balloon gets punished. Scorpio also going down. UC Death grabbing two, and now it's all up to Legal and Scooby on this end. Oh no, a team kill dropping out, and now it's a 3v2. That's not ideal, but Silent Purge are still in the advantage.
I'm gonna go for it. Just keep your eyes out.
Wow, and that is 2 down in a heartbeat. No, sorry, Scooby's still alive. He just crouched instantly, but Buxton tagging one as soon as he tried to peek out there. Let's see what Scooby's capable of doing here. He gets a rifle now. He's been working with a pistol this whole time since he traded it to Weather. He's the last alive, maybe feeling a bit sad about it. What is it? Salvage some of these nades. Do a long rotation with 3 minutes left. Now have to go to tunnel side, which could be his downfall as long as Silent Purge still holds their angles there. Might catch a wandering member of Silent Purge. I like the rotation, though. It is smart. Silent Purge have to be ready for something like this. Take a look at the map. They are really tunneled on this side here. It's opened up this back end flank for him to approach. As long as this member is watching. I think that's Buxton there. He has to be careful from this approach. Member here inside is also it's a risky spot because it's hard to tell if he's Volk or not. Scooby-Doo now is going to make his approach, crouched and stealthed. Night vision not on. On top of his head for utilization if he wants it. Buxton checks that, but he's too late. Scooby-Doo has managed to get over to this side. Relatively unnoticed. If he went pad out prone on objective, I think he might have a cap there. I don't know if Kev's watching that angle at all. And now they know RPT going to rotate around, and Scooby-Doo has been... Well, he's sounded off the alarm. Entire squad looking over here. Kev now looking over here. Nice flash. I don't think that lands on Kev, though. Coming into a triangle of fire between RPT, Kev, and Buxton. Silent Purge coming up with a nice win there. Now it is 3-2. See if Silent Purge can put on some semblance of a strong offensive here. They're going to need it. This boss fight had been looking good, although I think Silent Purge have had their closer rounds. I don't know, it's been pretty balanced so far, honestly. Been pretty balanced matchup so far. Rounds being traded on Marsoc on both ends. Fun to watch, but Cargo is a hard one to spectate just because of all the action, and I'm doing it solo, so it becomes a little bit tougher. Could utilize my camera, my saved cameras a little bit more. My wife, scotch easy. We'll set about 3 of them here up for this. Excellent. If you are just stopping in, this is map 1 of the series. Boss fight against Silent Purge. They're up 3-2 on Cargo. Take a look at the kills here. Mr. Death and Scorpio performing quite well. 6 kills on a hand there. Buxton trying to carry his squad with 4. RPT is going to be looking for something this map here. I think Kev maybe had to drop and come back, and that's why he's zeros across the board. Could be hopping into our next round pretty shortly. And here we go. Boss fight on the defensive. The Silent Purge opt for some early shots coming out along this long lane. No members down. Trying to find their 5th, and he's pretty back. Silent Purge is playing this real defensively. The risky peek from Kev doesn't catch anyone. Scooby there holding that tight prone suppressive angle. It's going to be hard to hit him there between all of the things.
Your spot at the crates on the pike.
Now what Scorpio could do here if he wants to play this as the aggressor. Ooh, a frag actually catching 2 on this side. That's terrible for boss fight. They've softened this side up so much. You see Death and Strazik have this completely open. Boss fight are gonna have to rotate around and defend this quickly. Mr. Death recognizing this, coming around to watch this angle. Silent Purge need to act on these frags now. Scorpio coming, peeking out, pushing really hard towards Kev. Doesn't find anything, and now he's in the enemy lines, and RPT comes out to get him in the backside. We have trades coming along this lane. UC Death and Strazak with just left. Actually, a res coming out on that back end from that frag. Legal with a nice flash. Another frag coming out right over towards Legal. No, rolled a little too far. Here comes UC Death's push, and he's made it inside that crate, and Legal has to know he's there. This is a 5v3 right now. On the other side, Scooby is trying to defend against 2 pushing his end, Legal and Mr. Death holding this angle. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left. Silent Purge have all the time in the world to work with here. Nice suppressive shots over towards a spot that Buxton's familiar with, and he's the one sending him there just to make sure he tags anybody. Mr. Death getting caught on a tight angle, catching one on a tight angle rather. More suppressive fire from Buxton. Mr. Death with those peeks to Mr. Death, hits him once. That's going to be a coming out heal from out. Oh my gosh, these peeks are so risky. He doesn't know Legal's around that corner though. A nice hold up, but RPT catches 1. Now we're into a 2v2. Legal and Scooby on opposite ends of the objective. Buxton and Kev going to be rotating around with 2:30 left and trying to decide what they want to do here. I don't think we had a live player drop. You might see there's only 4 up on top there for boss fight. I believe that was a dead one, so I don't think that's a concern there. Man, these guys are taking their time. I think they're worried about a potential push maybe after losing so many members. I like that frag. That is usually a nice spot to hold from.
I'm gonna move up left.
Buxton now going to be the one that's going to come up against Legal, and I like this. I honestly like the defensive hold from Legal and Scooby here. They're just nice. They have that crossfire almost between them.
Killed one on the left side.
I think it's going to be Kev against Scooby. Buxton v Legal here if they decide to do a split like this.
Fuck off, Jay, in the middle of a match.
Maybe a dog there coming up on Buxton. Kev here looking for this angle. Steering right at that corner, waiting for Scooby to peek out and look for something. A minute left. They're going to have to move, and Scooby definitely is just going to hold this if he's smart. 55 seconds now. Kev going to rotate around towards Buxton.
One green bowels near straight that spot.
.45 seconds now. Buxton could be the one to catch Scooby if he's looking. Smoke actually coming out from Scooby, interesting enough, and that kind of really alerts Buxton to that position. Buxton looking for that really tight angle. Shots coming out, and Scooby suppressed. They know he's there. 19 seconds left now. Kev coming out around, punishes Legal, and Kev's now on top objective with 15 seconds left. Can he punch the code in time? 10 seconds left, and Scooby doesn't see this. 8, 7, 6. Kev punching in the code. 4, 3, 2, 1. Silent Purge get the code in with 1 second left and win the map 4-3. Wow. That's... Scooby just didn't know they lost Legal there, and he was confirmed so quickly. Kev just stormed that corner. And as soon as Legal was down... Wow. Give me a second to collect myself and get the scores in order. That was incredible. Nice job from Silent Purge. 4-3 comeback. Let's wipe those other maps. Unreal. It does look like our next map is going to be Suburbia. I think this was Silent Purge's pick, which is surprising considering I think Boss Fight, on all accounts, should be the stronger team on this map. Wow. Woo! We're into a good one here. I'm glad I decided to cast this one on short notice. But Silent Purge have taken their first map of Tanker 4-3 with a final cap. Like I said, there's gonna be moments of silence, but I'm here. Don't worry. Just saving that voice for two other games I gotta cast later, tomorrow. Because I love casting, and I love delivering high octane action like that last round, even though it's 84 degrees with my AC on. What are you gonna do? You know? It's like the sun is trying to scorch the earth and cook an egg on it. And I'm just trying to live inside my apartment. Looks like we're waiting on 2 more members. I can't believe that they put that code in with 1 second left. They played that one down to the wire. Holy cow. Just reflecting on it, Buxton did such a good job suppressing Scooby on that side, so Scooby just wasn't even thinking that Legal was down. Scooby wasn't able to even look at his pad because he had to keep his gun up to look over towards where Buxton was. Man. Exciting stuff. I'm gonna cut to this scene so I don't forget when we get halfway into a round. Oh my gosh. And this map looks crazy with the gamma turned on. Should we leave it like this? This is unreal. It looks nicer. What do you guys think? Alright, so this is gamma suburbia. Brr. I don't know, man. I'm hanging out having fun while I wait for these guys to get ready. You can't be hating on me. We'll go with the default drab and dreary, burning on fire, suburbia, everyone panic map. Having some connection problems on Silent Purge's side. I wonder if we're remaking the lobby, but I don't see boss fight leaving, so I think maybe they're just rejoining here. You just want to recreate the lobby or what? Apps.
That's weird. Yeah. If people are dead, who is?
Did we say
Maybe then we should choose.
the internet?
Yeah, we're changing team.
Oh, you're swapping sides.
Yeah, sorry, I guess there was confusion once you guys said that you wanted to choose Suburbia.
then we decided to take Volk. That's all.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm not entirely sure what's happening. But we're waiting on the squads. I'll take off my fake score. And this is the second map. Actually, the score is there of the day. Put this down as Suburbia. Should be into this next match pretty shortly. I just realized I had tanker set as cargo. Man, I wish my AC would. I had 8 more of them right now. Sweet, and we are finally hopping in to our second map of the day of this boss fight for Silent Purge matchup. Same roster coming in here. We're gonna have a northwest objective. You're just learning your bearings. It's always never eat soggy waffles. Northeast, southwest. Welcome. Ooh, and some early shots coming out of middle lane. Just some suppressive fire through the wood there. No one holding that angle. Kev going to be opting to stay on the patio. Looking for anybody coming out instead.
One cross left. Watch our book.
Kev with some good callouts there, kind of alerting Buxton to keep his eyes peeled. Look at the spread here they have. 3 pushed up.
One cross left to the far left.
2 waiting towards objective. I think what they're going to try and do is get across middle of lane here. Buxton's going to need to be picked if they want that to be safe. Although they could smoke here and here and have that option available. And all you're seeing right now is just a lot of pre-fire. Nobody has any sight lines on any teammate, or any enemy rather. So they're just shooting rounds through wood targets, trying to see if they can get any lucky picks. And actually, we might have some, yeah, again, more suppressive shots. They have no idea where anyone is. Weather Balloon has managed to creep and crawl his way over here with the shield, though, and he's actually doesn't have a rifle, so shield and pistol, not what he's been typically opting for. Maybe nobody wanted to hand over their rifle to him. Scorpio caught by a frag. He'll be easily resable by weather, though. I don't even think they know he's there. I think that was a frag from UC Death, nicely tossed over there. Like another was fragged at some point here. The darker color on your map meaning they've been downed once. If they get downed again, they are not resable, I believe. Weather Balloon here with the shield. Should be running into RPT, and I think he spotted him. Oh! Nicely timed by RPT. As soon as he turned to block that nade, RPT peeked out and got that open exposed side and killed him. Scorpio now going to try and maybe opt out of the push towards objective. Meanwhile, Buxton's been taken over, and Buxton's going work cut out for him over here defending. The smokes are out. Him and Kev looking over here. Kev shooting some rounds, catches death on that backside. Kev punished though by Scooby. Buxton still has not been defeat here, and Scooby looking for all sorts of angles. He's suppressing everybody right now. Almost takes his knife out and knives himself. Buxton grabs one on that back end. Just hit him, actually. Just tapped him. I think they know he's in that corner now. Some suppressive shots through the shrubs catch him. He's popping up and peeking. Gets 1, 2 actually confirmed dead. That's huge. Then dies as a result. And they were going to send their whole squad over here. Scorpio is coming back to rotate, but now it's just a 2v3 push on this side with no smokes. It's going to be hard to cross. It's going to be very hard to cross. I wonder if they're going to opt out of this. 230 left. Scorpio is going to go for it. Grabbing some more ammo for himself as well. RPT, the one holding this really long angle. Putting suppressive rounds out from time to time. They have 2 minutes left. Could be a time issue for boss fight here. Like RPT did see them cross. He gets that call out. And that's actually okay for them because they do have Stray Jack in the back defending. All the while UC Death also taking shots. He's tucked in this corner. Actually opts out to rotate back around here. Almost gets shot in the back by doing so. Not sure if that's the right move. Maybe he suspects there's more alive. It's going to come down to RPT and Stray Jack holding this angle, though. So UC Death has gone really fast and rotated down this lane. This is a nice hold here. I actually like this rotation from him. Now I understand why he dropped back around. He's going to force a cross with 1:10 left. It's a nice spot to hold. Up just a touch. I don't know if I like how UC Death is pushed over to these bushes. If Scorpio is looking very carefully, he might be able to spot some movement between these pixels. But it's really hard to do. Here comes the cross. Gets 1, 2 go down quickly. And the rotation from UC Death paying off. Silent Purge coming up with 1 right away. A nice hold. I will be right back as I grab some water. I hope this is the best angle. I should have time how this game's been going now. Oh yeah, look at that. Bottle of water. Back. So what do you think? You like that gamma boost a little bit or no? You can actually leave that on or not. You can always kind of do that. Appropriate. Yeah, that's good. Lightens up those real dark spots, but keeps everything looking fresh and crisp. Uh-oh. Shit. Oh, I shouldn't have closed out of the game either. Give me a second here to open everything up. Realized they remade the lobby. I'm wondering if there was an issue there with the lobby. Very interesting. Oh, they're waiting on me to grab water, I guess. It's alright, I'm sure they want to utilize the time. But it's actually Silent Purge with one on Suburbia there. Just haven't updated it yet. Buttons into drop. Okay, he has dropped. Excellent. Other controller. Uh-oh. Shit. Onward crashed. Yeah, I'm not dropping any frames, so I don't think any lag would be on my end. I was just about to hop into the lobby and my game crashed there, so apologies. Who's... Alright, I need to do some damage control here. Give me a sec. Alright. We have people that are new to the show here that are taking up slots, so just give me a second to try and organize this. They don't understand what's going on. Hey, I need you guys to, oh shit. On. Hello. Why is it not working? Try this. Frickin' guys, man. Hey, I need you guys to open up a slot. I am casting this game right now. I know I'm not in the casting Discord, but I am casting it. And I'm on the stream, so I need a spot open, please. Thank you.
Alright, Roger. Taking off.
Okay. That's why my angles were changing. No wonder, man. Okay, I think we're in order. The score should be the same. I am in the lobby. Actually, the score is now different. Oh gosh. Oh boy. Silent Purge has 1. That'll change when if they get another point. It'll be really confusing. Alright, I'm gonna talk to Old. If you can mute yourself, because my stream can hear you. And if K1's gonna be in here, then he can just hear me casting and move angles around accordingly. I think that's why they were having lag last round, because we had 3 casters in here. Which definitely is not supposed to happen. I don't know how we did that.
Whoops.
Yeah. And here we go into the second round. Silent Purge up 1 point there. I believe we're keeping that point. Let's double check with Bucks. Yeah, I think we're just rehosting. So Silent Purge are up 1, and they are going on the offensive here. Boss fight defending. They have lost their first map on Cargo, not Tanker, even though I've been calling it Tanker. And we're on our way. There's some shots coming through the woods, free fire shots from the Volk there. It's pretty common what you see on this map, and we saw it a lot from Silent Purge when they were attacking, and actually a nice snake catching Buxton. He'll be easily erasable by UC Death, though. I like how Silent Purge are kind of tactical and slow on their approach. They don't necessarily rush. Buxton's sending out some rounds. I wonder what he was shooting at. Maybe he just thought he saw something crossing there. They have teammates over there. That could be a risky team kill potential there if he doesn't know what's going on. Strajek managing the crossover onto this west side. Never eat soggy waffles, everybody. Remember that. The key to directions. It's going to be tough. Scooby can see through the bottom of this APC. And so as soon as Strajek gets too close to that, he's going to be risking his toes getting shot by Scooby. And then once you're down, you're an easy confirmed kill on the ground, so tough to res, and we'll see if Strajek ends up running into him. But I like Scooby's prone sideways angle, and he does see the footsteps. Strajek wondering where he's getting shot from. He can't pinpoint it. He's going to expose his feet even more now as he comes up closer to this APC if he's not careful. But no, he gets behind the wheel. The frag almost hits him, and he gets his heel off. Man, Scooby pushing the pressure on here. On the other side of the map. Ooh, a frag actually coming out towards Strajek a bit too far. That is information. I wonder if he will recognize that maybe Scooby's there now. Kevin RPT over positioned on this east side. They'll have to pick Scorpio if they can. They'll be in good position, but there's a lot of bush peeking that's going to be going on. Actually, you know what? No, nobody is looking through those bushes to actually position themselves into the center house. We're going to have a chain of action here. Some middle shots going out. You see Death trying to shoot up the stairs. We are just all over the place with the pushes happening. Kev on this east side. One gets tagged over by APC by Scooby. That's going to make it a lot harder for Kev to poke that angle with so many people watching it. They're going to have to take middle house, and I think that's what they're trying to do. UC Death actually managed to get Mr. No, Mr. Death's still prone there. Oh my gosh, if they start to take this middle building, Mr. Death is in a great spot to pop up and get some nice kills through that window. That is what he's going to do. He peeks up now, just out of reach. Oh, he doesn't see him in the smoke. Buxton gets up. Shots coming out. UC Death gets one, and now Buxton's inside. Weather Balloon knows this, and a frag's coming out towards Buxton. No, a flash, rather. Tags him, and he peeks out. Really nicely done. UC Death coming up the stairs, sees Weather in the corner, gets him on the reload. Scooby is completely smoked out from being able to see inside this middle building, too. And just like that, we're into a 1v2. Picks happening over on the east. One in the middle by Playground. See what UC Death can do with this middle building coverage. It is what you want. Might be able to catch Scooby, but if Scooby stays down, nothing's going to happen to him. Beagle can peek this too through the tank. I think UC Death knows he's over there. Seems like he's shooting towards Scooby's side. Let's see if he catches the angle. No, I don't think he spots any movement on that bottom floor there. Just barely missing it by peeking a little bit far back. Might have spotted one there in the middle. Recognizes now he has a minute 48 left. Stuck inside the house. That was an interesting one I've never seen before. And Scooby catches him as he tries to come down the stairs. That would have been the right rotation, though. If he could have gotten in, come in through Playground, and push up the backside of Tank, he would have been in a much better spot. Potential pick there on that back end, and then he's facing off against Scooby. And it is, I'm gonna have to do double scores. Hold on, I'm getting messages. Okay. We're confirming that the score is now 1-1. So if you can give me a second, we're gonna have to really doctor up our scoreboard here. Really give it a oh, Nelly. Easy there. All right. Now we're tied up 1-1. Boss fight with a nice Marsoc round there. Let me update the score. Show you overall what we're working with. Cut back here to where you see that excellent scoreboard doctoring. So far, this has been a fantastic series. Silent Purge really putting up a good fight against Boss Fight. And like we've been talking about earlier with some other team members in comp lobbies and whatnot, you cannot sleep on any one of these teams. They're all really skilled. They all have very good players on them that can perform well at any given moment. All right, now just kind of taking a look at the scores. That last round, Weather Balloon and Scorpio doing some work for Boss Fight. Let's see if they can carry that momentum into this next defensive round. Which is nicely positioned in the garage of their spawn building. In my opinion, one of the easier positions to spawn, to defend. And they're going to actually keep 2 on that backside and put 3 inside middle building. I think the objective is going to be from boss fight to smoke middle lane, maybe deny vision from UC Death and the other member on that. Who is that over there? UC Death and Kev over there in that building. What's happening? They're kind of trying to push over, maybe distraction over. I don't know, a lot of bad smokes, and now Weather Balloon's on the stairs with the shield, and Buxton doesn't know this. The shot's coming out now. One down inside. Buxton still hasn't peeked. Strazik gets one in there. I don't know how Buxton has let these guys do this. Scooby-Doo on the back picks one. Strazik peeks on the shield and gets killed. And boss fight are in center building, 4 alive and 2 left on objective.
I killed him. He was on the front porch.
I will follow this.
Man, the shield work from Weather Balloon has been so fun to watch. From actually everyone on boss fights, they've been using it so well with their rifles. They're one-handing them. It's really interesting to see Weather Balloon trying to suppress UC Death right on top of objective. And now the entirety of the team is sending rain down. Looks like one catch caught by Kevin. Now it's up to the 3 that are alive and burning building. If they had managed to, if Kevin didn't get that pick, it would have been a different story because you have the 3 covering there and 1 approaching objective, but now they're going to have to send 1 out to get towards a little bit closer. You see Death trying to get into a better spot. Looks like he got stuck. His body may be getting stuck or something on the objective. That was so strange he couldn't get around there. Now Kev down by objective gets 1 in that lane, and that is a nice pickup carrying it into a 2v1, but he is really risking peeking here. Wow, and he manages to get around to the backside. He's a bit better coverage looking in the middle building. Ooh, almost picked in that window. The objective rotating around, saving his life. Weather Balloon now pushing objective. He has a shield out too. It's going to be hard for Kev to challenge that. Actually, he has a fraggle left. So how's he going to throw this? He gets hit trying to peek that and manages to get the toss out. Catches Weather Balloon. On the secure, gets picked up by a Scooby. Boss fight now up ahead 2-1. But a nice attempted defense there from Silent Purge. Again, this is the score on the day. Boss fight losing their first match 3-4 with Silent Purge in the last second, I should say, literally, cat. And now here we are. Oh, sorry, I messed that score up. It's the other way around. Boss fight in the lead, 2-1 on Suburbia. I like some of the comments in the chat noting the length of time between rounds. It is rather long. These guys really hashing out strategy. If you are just tuning in, hit that follow button, give Astro League a follow. Go ahead and send a tweet blast out about the game. Go follow Onward _VR Master League on Twitter, so you can be notified when any games go live. Follow Onward Master League 2, because every once in a while we'll have 2 games going on at a time, and we'll utilize that to cast them simultaneously. Also, join the Discord, join a team, get involved in the league. Live the dream. Okay? here we go. Into our 4th round of the map. Second map in the series. Silent Purge lead the series 1-0. Boss fight looking to take this one to tie it all up. See what kind of defensive strategy these guys opt for. Silent Purge have been the guys that kind of almost get into defensive positions and then hold. Looks like what they're doing right now. RPT gonna push up there with Stray Shack and cover that east side. Guys hold the middle building on west. Flip around there to almost catch a frag, nailing one member of Silent Purge, but they're safely over on the east side now. I'd expect some pre-fire towards Weather Balloon. He's in a risky position there by the woods, but he can spot anyone that crosses out. See if any shots come through the shrubs here. Doesn't look like there's going to be any pre-fire on this window. Maybe on this wall rather. Maybe they want to their approach on the side of it's silent. I'm really surprised weather hasn't been pre-fired on this wall yet. RPT looking through there, I'm shocked he just hasn't sent some rounds through that. It's so common to have someone there. I'd say it's like a 1 in 5 chance someone's there, so you might as well shoot it. Left. They have plenty of time to work with. They are slow playing this. Boss fight aren't really moving. They have a nice spread. They got 2 on the inside watching for anyone coming out, being aggressive. They have 3 members on the backside. They're really protective of this east approach because what a lot of teams will try and do is smoke here and here, utilize this cross in order to get behind the your enemy, your defensive positioning, and flank here. Obviously, you have some options to defend against the flank, but that's what teams are looking for when you're coming from this side. That's why they're defending it so they can see on that back end. Frags, I think, coming out from Silent Purge. Actually downing one in the corner. I think that was Buxton's nade up and over that house. They're gonna need to send one around to get that res off. Maybe they can catch someone in that rotation. Nope. Manages to cross safely. Should be able to res Scooby-Doo without much issue. Meanwhile, since that last member has abandoned his post, finally some free fire from RPT through the wall. I don't know if that lands. I think it does. No, it doesn't actually. Strayjack caught one on the backside through that really tight angle, going for that res. Free fires through the wall on him. Strayjack trying to aggressively gets caught out by Scorpio on the inside. RPT has to know Weather Balloon's over there behind that wall now. 2 down, they're gonna go for the res. Actually, Scorpio pushing up aggressively catches a flanker, and now he's pretty exposed. Kev trying to take him out. And that's a quick trade. All resable for boss fight, but only 2 left alive for Silent Purge. And if they can just get around here and get this res off. I don't know if Stragic is still watching this. No, he's not. They tagged Stragic, so no one's watching this tight angle. He's going to go out prone, grab a needle, and stick that in. 1 res, 2 res. Just like that, it's a 2v4. coming in, confirming that by RPT. See what they can do with 2 members left on Silent Purge's side, Jay and RPT. Jay gonna salvage some grenades from his dead friendlies. The entirety of boss fight has rotated towards objective with the 4 left alive. These are the 2 exposed angles, potentially. Jay peeking out here. I don't know how he hasn't gotten shot. No one's been popping up high enough. Trades with Legal. Now into a 1v3 for RPT. Spots 1 towards objective. Can't get the kill on all 3 members shooting at him. That's another round for boss fight, bringing their total up 3-1 on Silent Purge. Take a look at the scores here. Pretty evenly spread across the Marsoc side. Scorpio doing some work. Actually, yeah, Strajek was in a really nice spot. Caught 2 out, but didn't get either of those kills. So he's, instead of 3 and 4, 1 and 4 now. When a res comes out, that does not get the... You don't get the kill for that. So both of his shots getting rezzed. We could be going in to map point, rather. Boss fight can win this, they tie up the series 1-1. It'll come down to the last map to decide who is the winner. As a reminder, the way that scoring works in the league, points are important. The more points you get, the more MMR you gain if you win. The more points you give up, the more MMR you lose. So you want to try and, if you can lose 3-4, that's the best possible way you can lose, then you will lose the least amount of MMR. Because you've managed to score 3 points. So, although the maps are more important because ultimately the winner of the maps is the winner of the series, they get the plus MMR, the loser gets the minus. The amount of points you win or lose does matter there. So every map, every round matters. You don't really want to throw any away. Every map matters, even if you have lost the series and you're going into a 3rd map, you still want to win that map and rounds. Kind of ensures that no matter what, we're going to get some fun competitive rounds for all 3 maps. Which I ain't going to complain about. We're off to the races, our 5th round of the map. Mirrored objective spawns, so now a boss fight will get an attempt on attacking this objective. Buxton in a pretty risky spot. Actually, never mind. Not behind the wall. They're definitely pre-firing this wall. Boss fight are pre-firing the crap out of their walls. Really looking for I mean, those are free picks if you can get them. See if Kev ends up peeking this at some point. Shots coming out from Strajak and RPT. They have one over here by Humvee already. Weather Balloon with the steal. He gets a frag out. Actually gets 2 now. He can push up towards objective. The call comes out. Kev now sees it. He's trying to tag RPT. RPT secured. Strajak is still in a spot where he can be rezzed behind the wall. They have this open and free to push through. getting the red just in time. Weather Balloon charging with the shield. Kev should see that. He tries to push him. The shot's coming out. He doesn't get them. Weather Balloon tagging too. Actually, the crossfire coming in. The flank coming in that backside, but Weather Balloon is on objective, and he's going to get 2 points here, bringing him 5-1. All the points matter. They need this here. Buxton doesn't see him. He can't get him in time. Five points for Boss Fight on the map, and they will win that one 5-1. That's a great, I mean, honestly, Boss Fight have been pressuring Silent Purge the entire series, but that's a great answer back to losing that cargo map. Really nicely done. Curious what map we're gonna hop into next. Thinking maybe Bazaar or Quarantine, either of which will be a great round to have as our deciding ones. Or a great map to have as our deciding. Ooh, interesting. Maybe we'll be going to Downfall.
Which map is this?
I think this is the pick coming out from Silent Purge. I think our deciding map will be Downfall. Sweet. Can't wait. Okay. Not sure what we're waiting for with this final round, but in the fashion of this series, it's taking forever. We'll play some music. Nope. going on? Am I bugged? Are you guys in here?
Sorry guys, Scorpio said he would be 2 minutes. I think he's, I don't know, maybe he got pulled over or something.
Oh, okay.
In VRML driving.
I'm pretty sure he's V8 not fully cooked.
Oh, no bug. We're just waiting. I realize that my mic has been muted now this whole time. Oh, I think it was. Maybe I just muted it. No, it's okay. I just muted it. You shut up. We're still waiting for these guys. I think someone... I don't know. There is a time limit to this, though, in League, so I don't know. It's been pretty long. It's been, I think, over 5 minutes. Side swap here. Okay. Should be hopping into this round shortly. All members are ready. Boss fight will be firing up on Marsoc first. Silent Purge will be on Volk. We're going to go ahead and axe our fake scores for now until another issue arises, potentially. But should be starting this out soon. This is the deciding map so far in the series. Kind of flash you the scores here one last time. Boss fight versus Silent Purge, Week 2, Season 5. Map number 1 going to Silent Purge 4-3. Boss fight taking Suburbia 5-1. And now we are on our last one, Downfall, where we should be starting up any secundo here. Waiting on boss fight to hash out a strategy since they did just swap sides. Maybe they're kind of writing some plans up to attack this objective instead of defend it. It's kind of nice, honestly, though, to analyze where you think maybe the defense is going to go versus how you should attack, because that is information you know. You do not have information on where you're going to spawn that is randomized. So when you're drawing on that map, it might be more advantageous, honestly, to kind of identify high-risk spots that your enemy is going to be at so that you can work around that accordingly. But what do I know? I'm just NightFiree. Oh, I didn't update the stream title, did I? That's gonna suck for the VOD, but tough luck, you know. Boss fight verse. Looks like we're still waiting. Get going. Let's go. We gotta have a time limit between rounds. Legitimately, it's becoming an issue. We can't be having a minute between rounds. It's outrageous. They've been ready for like, whatever. Slowest game ever. Taking 2 hours to do 2 maps. Here we are into our final one. Boss fight versus Silent Purge. They're going to get that north spawn where you're going to have the advantage of being able to run downhill without being spotted. So you can kind of get over to east. I'm actually going to send 3 up top looking for some picks. Wow, really aggressive shooting coming out here.
Maybe one down. Okay, let's go.
I like that move out of boss fight. That's really interesting to see. They charged up that 2-story right away. They sent 2 around their east side, and they looked for some really early picks. They didn't catch any, but that's a nice move regardless. Beagle and Scooby now. Shots coming out on that far west side. Looks like they managed to grab one. I think that was coming from Kev there. Yeah, it was. He gets another. Yikes. They're going to have to rotate around. That's going to be another man going over there to try and get a res. Kev is still going to be holding that angle. That's such a long one. You can just barely see that movement there. Scorpio is down, but resable. Legal and Scooby have managed to push up. Scooby's actually towards the middle building. They're not really holding these angles very well. They actually have a lot of this area exposed. Jay on objective, trying to peek that really tight angle, but again, they're behind that building, and now inside easily Scooby. Legal, the next one to jump inside. Scooby peeking some 2-story angles, not spotting anybody yet. Looking middle too. He's looking, I think, whoever is over there. I'm not sure who's in that middle building. Might be Kev. Is. No, Kev's actually at White House. Scooby taking some shots regardless towards objective into that bottom story window, not landing. Eagle on the back end. Looking for a dumpster pick there, not gonna find anything as well. Scooby's playing this really nicely. He's cautious. I think that's Mr. Death up there. No, sorry, Strajok. I don't know. He's in a nice spot, but he's going to really be only watching for that flank. Scooby getting aggressive up on that second-story balcony, looking for a pick inside on Jay. Not finding it, and he's totally exposed to RPT. But the suppressive fire in the smoke has let Legal completely cross here. Gets over, and one gets picked on the way back in, but I don't think they know Legal's here. Legal grabs one inside objective building, and I don't know if Buxton is aware of this. Actually, Buxton, sorry, is inside bottom floor holding a different angle. RPT would be the one that would have to see him here. I don't think he does. Scorpio also still alive on this backside. I think he managed to get a pick on that middle building. Yes, he did. It's now a 3v3. Legal is in a nice spot. Scooby dropping the Overwatch position. He'll come join Legal. Scorpio will be the one that takes that up. A nade coming second story up towards RPT. It's not going to land. It might be devastating to Legal. Rotates around just in time, almost killing himself there. Now he's going to charge up the stairs. They know he's here. RPT catches him. Scooby going to try to make something happen here. He's going to try and toss a nade up into the window. Doesn't land on RPT. He's around this corner. Scooby now going to come charging it forward. Actually offs out there. Comes around. He should be running into Buxton bottom floor. Hears him. Sees him on the peak. No, he doesn't. Buxton comes out, catches Scooby as his back is turned, and now it's all Scorpio who's coming down the hill. My gosh, if he can get inside objective building, he can't. But if he had managed to pick Buxton, that could have been a whole different story. He almost managed to get inside objective building. That'll be a point to silent Purge. We're going to have to do this old-fashioned style. Man, this is a good series so far, huh? I also realized we're still running the gamma filter for this map, but I actually like it. It looks pretty good. Mirrored spawn. Actually, no, they're going to get the northeast spawn, so they don't have... This is where boss fight spawn. Time of Purge getting this one, they're going to be able to come up hard on this side if they opt to, or go straight up the middle and get into these middle areas. Scorpio in a really nice building to hold and defend, especially against this spawn. Because what he can do is watch straight through this window and look at anyone that's going to peek that corner. They know that, and they're actually going to smoke it before they come out. Should give away the spawn, though. They should know they're northeast now. Take a look at this east approach here. These like suppressive shots through the smoke. Oh no! What was that? How could he have mistaken that as an enemy? My gosh, they're playing so passive back there, they don't even know that they have their own teammates pushed forward, and that's a team kill coming out on Silent Purge's end. That's unfortunate. Jay now gonna be pretty exposed to whoever's on top of this hill if they spot him running up here. They do, one-shot tags him, he manages to get behind the white building in time for a heal. Mike, he's getting suppressed by his teammates again. Whoever is back there is going to end up getting 2 team kills off. Such a lack of understanding of where your team is. I think that's Buxton back there. Jay trying to challenge this guy on the hill. Yeah, needs that, bud. Honestly, he's done his job on that hill now, too. Now Jay's going to be totally slowed up on this push. Kind of completely shut that down. These guys are stuck at red truck. 3 minutes left, and they gotta be able, you gotta be over here by now. You're not gonna be on objective in time. I really like boss fight spread. They're really, their weak spot is this side, but they can afford to do that since they know where the spawn is at northeast. There's a nice rotation back there too to catch that kill from, I believe that was Mr. Death. Oof. Legal grabbing Buxton trying to come out of red truck. And now it is a 5v2. Kev pretty much the only hope for a push. But he can get picked from that 2-story if they're looking. Shots don't land. Scooby should know he's here. Does hear him. Have ops for a 2-story move. Nope, actually gonna drop down to 1. Oh, actually, Scooby is inside the building. Is he? No, Scooby's outside. He was clipped inside? How did this guy die? Hold on. Did he kill himself? What happened right there? What is going on? Is Scooby... Is he... He's like inside the building. What the hell? am I looking at, people? I think that was like glitch I'm gonna chalk it up to, but I think he got a kill with it, so I don't know what the hell happened. Weird. Very strange. Either way, I kind of, while I tried to investigate that operation, missed everyone else dying on Silent Purge. I do apologize. I'm just, I got a little too curious there as to what the heck happened. I realize now we missed the action, but you know what? I'm an investigator at heart, so I had to figure out. I had to understand what happened. Boss fight anyway, winning that round. Now we're tied up 1-1. Flash through the overall score there for the day. As you can see, we're in a competitive series here, down to the last map. Birds are really obnoxious. Flapping around the map. Real beautiful downfall birds, you know? Crows? Crows that chirp like pigeons? I don't know, they're hard to follow. Give me a break, alright? I am one of you! Inaugurate me into your crow gang. And let me become one with the crows that fly over downfall. Cause loud bird disturbances at inconvenient moments. Not really. They're in here for flavor. Really enhance the whole scene. Should we name them? I think we should name one, at least. Oh my god. That bird has the ability to pass through the ground. This is the holy one. Watch his abilities. You're going to be amazed. He's one of those burrowing birds, you know? They like to do sometimes just kind of dig themselves into land. And, yeah. Alright, so we'll call that one Ellen down there, since it goes the digging bird. Oh, there's a lot of them. There's like 5, the family. Ellen and Steve. 6 of them. Ellen and Steve. Gonna be mom and dad here, left and right. What else? Daniel. I don't know, I'm having a hard time coming up with good names for these guys. We have very generic names for birds so far. What do you call a parrot, you know? What's a good parrot name? Jeffrey, maybe? Steve Ellen. I don't know, I'm really only set on Steve and Ellen. Either way, that crow family will hopefully live out its life without getting shot. And we'll be going into this next objective where we are going to have a... Not so fast. Actually, yeah, they do have a fast spawn. We'll see if Silent Purge is going to be ready for this. I imagine Boss Fight's going to utilize this really well and come crashing hard on top of that roof. I don't think they're sending anyone really aggressively up there. It's all going to be up to Jay to kind of spot this. Oh, he sees one at the corner.
Side messed up.
Shots come out and he does not secure anyone there.
I should have had him then, my shots didn't register.
Scorpio, meanwhile, oh, shots hitting the corner there. Not peeking quite enough with his gun. Sees the head. Gets tagged, a really nice headshot there. That's going to open this whole lane up for Scorpio. He can come crashing in hard here. Ooh, some team shots actually coming out towards Scorpio. A call out finally coming. They have really taken over this north side. But the way they're defending this objective, I do like out of Silent Purge. They've kind of stacked them on the objective. They have one inside. They're going to force them to crash objective. It's risky, but also interesting because, yeah, they don't care. They don't care about giving all of this up, actually. They don't care about giving all of this up over here. They're gonna force them to come down the hill towards objective. Kev's holding the angle where he's... Actually, they might not even know they're up there. But Kev's going to hold this angle, wait for them to come down. He's going to be watching this corner here. RPT's holding inside objective building, so is Strazak on the other side. It's risky because if they can come down and kill Strazak, then they're in, and they don't have anybody else to really defend inside. So other than Kev, who can kind of watch over here, they should have another one inside here. We'll see what he can do. It's going to be up to Strazak to basically prevent the cap, in my opinion, from inside.
Access. Okay, heavy smoke and some push downstairs. Don't peek, wait, get down. Don't let them kill you. Wait.
Yeah, they're going to try
You
and...
got 2 minutes, 50 seconds.
They're going to try and come in really hard from this side. It's going to be all up. They're going to...
It's not glitching except when I need it to not glitch, so let me go first.
They really need
Hey, give me your smoke, I can throw.
to kill Strazak.
Wait.
I don't know. This is going to be interesting.
Don't die.
Okay, smoke.
Smoke ready to go?
One well-placed frag could end them all. But here come the smokes, and they are dousing them.
Watch the chapel. Watch left side of chapel or right side of chapel, guys.
This should be serious warning signs from this squad that they're coming in. Here they come crashing down. Kev peeking up. Hits one. Looking for a second. Gets two. No, two. The second's still alive. Scorpio inside. Now he can cap. And this is where their defense crumbles. RPT is not there. And Scorpio gets free 2 points for boss fight. As soon as Strategek was lost, it was over. Boss fight now taking the lead 3-1. Wow, that was a really nice coordinated play. If Kev had managed to catch those 3 at Dumpster, it could have been a different story. Or if Strategek had managed to hold his underground position, but man. Nice moves from boss fight. All right. Should we go back to watching the birds? Who knows how long it's going to take these guys? Do a panoramic sweep. I need like higher DPI or something. Smoothing out these rotations. Is that what it is, or lower DPI? Maybe lower. Out of the way. All I want to watch is birds, baby. Woo! Ellen's in the lead. Ellen up ahead in first. I got the Crow in the first. Up, and then we have Jeff in the front, and Jeff in the back. Now Jeff's in the second. Oh, up in the pass, and the pass coming out from Ellen in the back. And that, oh, hey, look at that. I could not be a horse announcer. Give me some horse names. That's what we should call them. We should name them like horse. We should name them like you name horses. I don't really know any good horse. Seabiscuit? I don't know. That's kind of original. That's kind of original. It's kind of generic, right? I feel like Lost and Found could be a name for a horse, you know? Good God. Yeah, we need to set a limit between rounds. Crazy. Oh, they're missing one, apparently.
Guy in here. What are we doing? Do we want a second one with him?
Obviously, we need them to be spotted as soon as possible. So everything, the whole team knows. Then we're gonna have to like maybe.
We're missing one. Is that what's going on?
Sushi Roddy is trapped into the game. Jesus.
Dark room.
I would like.
Behind as well over here.
We're sorry, guys. We're waiting for Hoochie. He's coming in.
All right. I think they should do spawns in this game for Marsoc like they do them in Rainbow Six Siege. I think you should have 3 or whatever, 3 or 4 spawn points per objective, and Marsoc can pick them. And once you've won a round at a spawn point, you cannot pick it again for that map. I think that would work. I think it might give too many options because you're rotating to different spawn points each time. So like basically you have, it wouldn't really even matter because unless you get the same objective twice in a round. But I don't know, I think it would be interesting if Marsoc could choose their spawn to some extent. Because then you could actually do stuff where you spawn 2-3 split and have totally different approaches on objectives. Maybe it would be too much of an advantage to Marsoc at that point. I don't know. Either that or Volk should be able to pick their spawn point. And once you win an objective as Volk on that spawn, you can't pick it again. You do something like that as well. Taking forever for Hoochie to come in. I think we should be starting any moment now. Kind of flash you the score here. And we are on our way. Whoa. Alright, now I'm seeing 5 on each side. That was interesting. I was seeing 4 there for a second. They're gonna get the fast spawn for Silent. Silent Purge getting the same spawn boss fight did, and we'll see how boss fight opts to defend this. See if they put anybody up north. Yeah, they are gonna send Weather Balloon up this hill. Should have some early contact. Him and Mr. Death up here. They're doing an interesting rotation out of Silent Purge, sending someone way up on top of that hill. Weather Balloon shouldn't see that. He's going to be noisily coming up this hill here. Strajak might be able to turn and look for something here on the hill. I think he hears it. And actually the shots from the back end on top of the hill from Kev. Really nicely done. Grabs himself 1. Does give away the spawn. They know it's there, but wow, that was a great position from him. Figure out who's shooting here. A lot of suppressive firing. I don't think Buxton really knows that these... I think he's shooting 2-story, or maybe he's trying to suppress bottom story. But yeah, these two are in a little bit of a trade here, a bit of an exchange. Yikes, risky peeks there, almost gets tagged. Jay trying to find something in response. RPT watching that backslide, I like it. They're gonna need to pick this south side here. Strajak should try and be getting Mr. Death. Almost gets shot there. I'm liking the amount of scopes being run on Silent Purge. I think it's like 3 or 4 guys running them. Buxton smoking himself so he can get out of there. Impressive shots coming over towards White House. Just trying to kind of analyze the situation here. Their 4-man defensive spread with their 5th man around that other side. Buxton pretty exposed here, but crouched low enough with the defilades that he can't be seen from middle house. He's going to do a little rotation over here. He could get caught from White House if they're peeking that, but they are not. He's going to get this for free. Now, at the same time, they need this other member on that side to be pushing up a little bit more aggressively. See if Mr. Death can manage to find one. Doesn't get the trade there, and he goes down. That's a headshot for Kev as well, and now they have the south side. They know they have it, though. This is where they need to be. Buxton sending out some suppressive rounds. He's been doing a lot of suppressive fire, not really necessarily tagging anyone, but holding them down. The peak, looking for him. He gets tagged looking through that window from dumpster building over by objective. With a nice peek, I think, coming out of legal there. RPT now coming in here. Buxton sending more suppressive rounds their way. I think that smoke not necessarily where you want to go. It's actually a really nice frag onto the top story, so that's really actually a pretty good spot. And here come the crash from that back end. Strazek is over by objective. Should hear him on the corner. He peeks it, gets the shot. Now he's inside. They're going for the cap. That's going to be 3 for Silent Purge. We're going to be all tied up as long as they don't kill the last member. The code is coming in. But the elimination comes out, and Silent Purge only get 1 from that. Still a win, but that could have been tied up with them going on Volk defense. And instead, it's 3-2. They're going to have to win this and then another Marsoc round, which is no easy task against the way that boss fight and the way they're playing right now. Are there any other bird families on Downfall? Easter eggs out here that we don't know about? All right, wow, we're relatively fast into this next round. This could be... I mean, I guess we have been on series point for a little bit now, but the quick spawn coming from these guys, we'll see what they can do with it. They're not going to get spotted early since the Volk spawned pretty far back, so they are going to be free to take over Center Hotel and play this aggressively. They're going to go 3-1-1, I think. Get 3 in the center house, send 1 around east, 1 around west. They have it already with smokes on objective already. I don't know where they tagged him. I think inside burning building, but one is down, or inside the objective building now. Investigate where they killed him. Oh, he was outside objective. Interesting, I don't see a body, but he is down there. I like Buxton's position here. Nice and tucked in. But all 5 members are on this side. They're going to be working together as a unit, which we had been seeing lately, and I had been liking to see. It's really kind of almost a new thing to see all 5 members of a squad roll together, and it's been working for them already. They've gotten 1 cap with that style. We can replicate that on this objective. Mr. Death now inside middle building.
Okay, you are 4 on the middle of the res. Stay in the cover. Do not back out. Guys, 3 minutes mark. We smoke the shit and we go there. In 55 seconds.
Good idea.
I like their plan. It should be effective. If they can get the proper smokes out, I don't know. They're going to need to get RPT up top. Buxton's in a good defensive spot. Jay's on top of objective, and I like where Kev has his eyes on it. He's actually sending some suppressive shots. 2-story and grabs 1. That is not what they wanted on boss fight, but getting a little over-aggressive with the peaks does end up getting them picked. Now a 4v4 situation. Kev's position really paying off. Three minutes, here come the smokes. Frag not quite far enough. Shots on the backside. Illegal. Not quite landing. He does manage to secure 1 now at 3v4. They've crashed on top of objective. Buxton has missed this. They're inside objective building now. Buxton has to push hard and has to push fast. This is going to be a 5-1 cap. Buxton peeks in corner in time, gets both. Wow, that was close. Boss fight almost came away with a 5-2 win there. It still is all up to RPT and Buxton. 1v2 Hoochie, the last one alive for boss fight. He sees the gun.
I got 1. Oh, here's the last one.
Silent Purge hang on with their life. For their life. Tie up the series 3-3. And it's going to come down to what they can do on offense on this same objective. Yeah, we're gonna have to put like a 30-second timer between rounds. Thanks for tuning in. We are just stopping by. We've been going for a very long time. This is the final map, though. I think Boss Fight might be gaining a new reputation for playing the longest games. I really do. I think that is their new reputation. Whether they are the ones that are causing it or not, they have had some of the longest 3.5 hour series. I think we're going to have to start blaming Boss Fight for long games. Either way, we are into the final round. Marsoc getting a North spawn there. What to do with it? Looks like they are going to opt to drop down the hill. I think's the right choice and try and take command of this side. What a really weak defense on this east side coming out of Boss Fight as well.
Market. Boulder.
Weather Balloon grabbing his nade there. You can't jam that into your gun, buddy. Kev now looking for where those shots were coming from. I don't think he has an angle. But it's going to be hard for them to cross against Strayjack. If he tries to get across here, it's going to be it's a real risk. And Jay, I think, recognizes that, tossing a smoke out to kind of allow him to get over without getting shot. Ooh, Kev exposing himself, gets tagged. Boss Fight up 5-4 right now. Buxton is in a position that I really like. But he's shooting at nothing. Maybe he saw Groundbird. He was shooting at Ellen! He saw Ellen pop up out of the ground and was shooting. Now that's the only explanation, everybody. Those Groundbirds are dangerous, and he knew it. Good job, Buxton. Way to defend yourself. They're vicious creatures. I think that smoke's coming out for his friendlies to cross there. Tossed one way too far. The other one, I think, also actually in a pretty good spot. Ooh, almost finds him in the two-story. Sends a lot of rounds up there, but nothing lands. That's a good move from Buxley to distract him while this other member crosses down. Tries to get up to middle building. It is really risky to be peeking this. He is using ammo, but worthwhile. Manages to get one across there at least. Violent Purge almost kind of stuck now. 2.5 minutes, 2:50 left. RPT with a decent smoke. But the backside getting taken down on the east, and man, they cannot get a guy up into this middle building. Really strong defense coming out of these guys. The Strategic and RPT can do. They are running out of time fast, though.
Fucking missed a shot. One guy went White House southeast.
That's good information to know. But 2 minutes now, and these guys are way too far back from objective to do anything. Strayjack's going to have to sprint across, which is super risky with no smokes. Shots come out, he makes it. RPT also makes it, but barely. They know they're there now.
I have one grenade.
back of the hill now. Mr. Death looking for them over by the rocks. Shoot shots coming out. Don't land. Very exposed. Not catching anybody in the streets. Does get one, though. Really nice moves from Mr. Death, just shutting down this aggressive push from the backside. While they have so many guys coming from the front, Mr. Death has to duck out of cover. Almost gets taken out. More shots from two-story. Legal trying to make something happen. RPT is not finding anybody yet. There is actually one down for boss fight, but it is a 4v1. The res optional. I'm not sure on who. I'm not sure where he's gonna have to go to get it. I think he's gonna get any res off actually. But he is finally middle building. 35 seconds left, another smoke going out. Near objective, but not close enough. Actually, a grenade. And a counter frag gets boss fight the map, boss fight the series. They come out ahead, 4-3. GG's all around. But that will be it for us today, this afternoon at least. Be another round tonight. G-Men versus Mob Squad, I believe. Maybe we're going up against a different team. I don't know, but I'm playing tonight. It's getting cast by Silent Night and Sleepy. It should be an exciting match to stop by in and watch. And that will be it from me, your caster, NightFiree with 2 E's. Give me a follow on Twitch. I'll be streaming the games, but so they'll be cast, so you want to watch them here, believe me. Silent's a fantastic caster. I'm looking forward to what Sleepy can bring. Don't miss it. That will be it. Boss fight winning the series 2-1. Hope everyone has a good rest of their weekend. I'm out. Adios.